Well, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're going to drink a beer. We are going to drink a beer. That's what we do on the Albino Rhino Beer Review, right? Today's beer is from the good people at Creemore Springs. Yes, Creemore Springs is owned by Molson Coors. I've been to Creemore Springs. Everybody there is great people. They love beer. Their company was sold. Most of the people that work there are still the same people from before the company was sold. And they do a craft line there, which is this stuff. It's the Mad and Noisy line. So this is the third or fourth Mad and Noisy beer I've had. I think there was 6 of them put out so far, maybe 5. I do know there was 1 or 2 I missed. But this is the Mad and Noisy Lagered Ale, so we're looking at a Kolsch, right? So we are... And even for those of you that did not know that it was, oh no, I thought that said something else. Anyway, so Mad and Noisy, which is the Two Rivers near Creemore Springs. This is 4.7% alcohol by volume. It says refreshing and delicious lagered ale. Back here it has the Creemore Springs sign so that they're not hiding who actually made it, like a lot of people have blamed them for in the past. Brewed by the folks at Creemore Springs Brewing Limited. However, it doesn't say owned by Molson anywhere on it, but I mean, it's fairly common knowledge here in Canada now. At least I would think so. It isn't like they actually hide that. Not much I'm going to say about this, except for, to my knowledge, this is the least adventurous of all the Mad and Noisy beers. And this fits in more with the style of beer you'd expect from Creemore Springs, more so than their craft small batch line. Creemore Springs actually did have a Kolsch in the past, did they not? I believe I reviewed a Kolsch. I think it was in a big 625 bottle at like $6.95 a bottle. It looks like a Kolsch. I mean, it might be a few shades darker than usual. I mean, it doesn't have that almost straw color. It has more of like a golden kind of going into bronze. No, going into bronze more than brass. No, brass. Yeah, brass more than bronze. I personally find brass to be a more golden color, where bronze is starting to hit the amber hue. So yeah, I'd say that's more of a brass. The head is white. It's fluffy. It's snap, crackle, poppy. It looks the part. I mean, it looks like a Kolsch. As I said, it might be a few shades darker than most Kolsch's I've had. I think that things like Lagered and stuff is a little lighter than that. Old Tomorrow, I think, was lighter than that. This is just going off memory here. And I'm blind, so you can't take my eyes seriously for memory on colors. But crystal clear, a little bit of carbonation moving in there. The fact that the head is sticking around is what makes this visually appealing for me. I can get behind some crystal clear beers. I don't like drinking beers that are crystal clear all the time. I do like some nice unfiltered beers. However, visually this does look okay in the glass. Scent-wise, let's do the can first, right? Because why not? It kind of has that, it has a note of earthiness to it, but it also kind of has, and to the people at Creemore Springs, you know you've met me, we've talked several times via email, we've talked in person, you know that my paradigms are weird, and that I tell it as it is. For me, the can kind of smells like old farts. Usually I get that smell with a harder water, a more sodium enriched or calcium enriched water. I get it from a lot of European beers too. So I mean, that smell is not a bad thing per se. It's just that's what my mind thinks of when I pick up this smell. And I mean, again, a lot of Euro lagers have it, and you figure that a lot of those Euro lagers have very mineral rich water. That's what I'm getting out of the can. The glass is just kind of a sweet maltiness. So I mean, the glass smells much better to me than the can. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Okay, so no brewing faults. Little watery, little watery for me taste wise, but I mean a Kolsch usually is. Nice, solid, just malty sweetness up at the forefront. A little bit of straw, a little bit of cut grass. Just easy drinking beer. Very easy drinking beer, and this beer isn't cold, so it's even more like the fact that there is no faults in it and it drinks so easily is a plus to it. Here's my thing though, why do a Kolsch in your Mad and Noisy line? And I'm not being rude or anything. I'm just asking a question. Why do a Kolsch in the Mad and Noisy line? You did a what was it? A citrus saison. You did the what was the first one? The first one was the hops and bolts. Yeah, the IPL. Like you were doing all these beers that are completely different than what your brewery is known for, and then this came out, and this fits perfectly with the Germanesque Euro style lagers that you make already at the brewery. Why didn't you just put this out as a Creemore beer? Was it to catch people that didn't fully know exactly what it was until they drank it, and then they were like, "Oh, look, it was a Creemore beer. Oh, maybe I should give Creemore a try again." Was it something like that, or was it just I don't know? Why do a lagered ale as your new output from Mad and Noisy? Is Mad and Noisy just basically doing that? Is Mad and Noisy just a new branding for a lot of the Creemore Springs beers? I mean, you have your Creemore Lager, you have your Creemore Pilsner, which I think the newer old recipe, well, it wasn't, Lot 9 was apparently the original recipe, but the Pilsner recipe you had before Lot 9 I really liked more than that. You have your Erbach, you had your Keller beer, which I also really like, and then you did have a Kolsch for a bit, and you had an alt beer that was a collab with a German brewery. So this bringing this out as a Creemore Lagered Ale or a Creemore Kolsch would make more sense to me than as a Mad and Noisy. That being said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the beer. I'm just stating that to me it's just weird that it would be under the Mad and Noisy umbrella instead of the Creemore umbrella. Extremely easy to drink, inoffensive. I could share this with anybody. Out of 10 on it, 7.75. Ooh, excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about it. I just can say my question of why, and that's about it. I'm starting to talk with my hands now, more so than I normally do, so it's making me look Italian, but I swear to you, I'm Irish. I gotta go. Well, I'm Irish Canadian. No, I'm a Canadian who has Irish parents. But I gots to go. I gots to go because I'm talking with the hands, okay? I gots to. Bye, guys.